All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So today's pod is, of course, being recorded after a really powerful day out with the community. And literally at the time of this recording, we are almost 1 a.m. Um, we are almost 1 a.m. as in 1 in the morning. And what is most amazing is that, this is something that I do almost like um, a ceremonial process twice a year. And every time that I've felt drawn to do this, I've noticed some very, very powerful shifts. And one thing that struck me again today, like it has in times before, is that love really, truly is something that makes, I mean, as they say, love makes the world go around. And one thing I can definitely tell you is that I started the day with and amongst 800 people who've literally flown in from all over the country, people who are coaches, people who are healers, people who are on this journey of not only making a difference but also intending to work on um, their own personal practice, their own uh, personal journey, and hearing the stories of people who have you know experienced so much, been through so much, and have risen once again. This again reminds me of, and that's really the theme of today's pod, which is the power of love. So especially if you are a healer, if you're a coach, or like me, if you're a healer coach, which means you're somebody who already knows that you are meant to make a difference in this world, blending both the power of coaching and the you know the restoration that comes from healing. This is something that you're already on this journey of, and you're already making that difference. And while doing this, of course, you're able to go deeper when you make it a point to keep working on yourself. So when I make it a point to do these daily pods, one of the things is that sometimes these pods are just a way for me to hear my own thoughts. Sometimes it's a way for me to reflect on what I see around me in the world, or in conversations that I've had with my clients, with my students. And of course, today is one of those days where I've obviously, uh, you know, been immersed in this spirit of love, this really powerful emotion that heals beyond anything that we can even, make sense of or track. So maybe there's a part of me, and I don't think it's because it's, like I said, it's almost 1 a.m. I don't think it's because of that. It's just, I'm sensing something. And I'm sure in the coming days, as I start to unpack it, as more of these insights come to me, um, I will definitely kind of reflect on this. But as I said before, I make it a point to record this pod just as a way also of tracking what's been happening in my life and the kind of changes that I've been noticing. And in all of this, this is something that I tell people in our community over and over again, is that the power of love is what makes all this happen. So maybe as a healer coach, if you're somebody who is feeling stuck, or you're maybe lost at this point, um, it's like saying you kind of knew exactly what you were meant to do, but maybe you're at a point right now where you're feeling lost. Then I want to remind you that a lot of the uh, the stress of the journey is absorbed when you have a community when you are connected to people that you really truly are drawn to, and you feel that love. Um, and a lot of this um, is what is really what makes the difference, right? So again, like I said, I can sense that there's the logical part of me that's trying to make sense of what I'm saying, but these pods are really truly special. And reflecting back on the last couple of times when I've been amongst really large group of healers and coaches, I've always seen that there is a massive shift that happens in my own life. So, uh, for those of you who've been trying to make sense of what I'm saying, maybe there's a message that you picked up, or maybe this, if this doesn't really resonate with you logically, it's okay. We will, of course, be doing more pods in the coming days. So, check back. And of course, I will keep tuning in and sharing with you my reflections and all the discoveries that I've been making along the way. So, um, as I've said many times before, and I'll say it again, especially if you're a healer coach and you're looking to be part of a community where you feel connected, where you feel seen, and you're maybe you're recognizing that love is what's missing, then come explore our community. If you feel it's a fit, there's a lot of programs that we do. We meet, of course, on Mondays and Fridays at 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time to meet members of our community, and of course, for you to connect with me live. And we also have more programs if you want to go deeper. So, wishing you the very best. And of course, having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless. Of course, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.